Welcome to Truth and Transcendence. You can find all our other episodes on truthandtranscendence.com. Today, I'm going to talk about the fact that everyone who we help is helping someone else or other people. I'm a practitioner, so that means I'm a coach and a facilitator, and I work with people, helping them step deeper into their calling. So I have my own calling, which is to help do whatever I can do to help raise the level of consciousness in humanity. So I wouldn't be arrogant enough to say that I am raising the level of consciousness in humanity, although I do believe that when I raise my own level of consciousness, that does have a beneficial ripple effect, but not because I'm doing it to humanity. It's because I'm part of humanity. So any shift that happens in me is going to contribute to a wider shift. So I believe that, and I feel that I observe that and notice that in life. So that's a guiding thing for me. So that kind of ripple effect thing, I think, is something most of us have heard of now, and many of us have experienced. The thing that then happens, though, is let's say I have a client who comes in and I'm working with the client. I can start to, I have a different relationship then with it, which is that I'm then responsible for something in relation to that client. I'm responsible for supporting them in whatever way we've agreed that I'm there to do. I'm responsible for being helpful to them, being present with them, accompanying them in whatever way we've agreed, in service to their calling, whatever their calling might be. So something that's very important for me to remember in that context is it's not my job to bring about the shifts that person is trying to bring about for the people that they work with. That's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to help my client, and their responsibility is to help the people that they are working with, whether they're a leader and they've got people reporting to them, or colleagues, or if they have clients themselves. So that's their responsibility. That's none of my business, because their calling is their calling and my calling is my calling. And if we try and step in and do each other's job for them, or each other's calling for them, that's, in my opinion, supreme ego-driven arrogance and stupidity, because it cannot work. It reminds me of something that my Reiki teacher taught me years and years ago. She said, Catherine, each person has their own individual, unique energy signature. So what that means is you cannot transfuse somebody else with your energy. I know some people will disagree with me on this, and that some people believe that you can do that, but this is what she taught me, and it's actually served me very well myself, but I'm not saying this is an absolute truth. So if someone else is flagging, they're drained, they're worn out, they're burnt out, and they need energetic nourishment, she was saying to me, Catherine, their energy signature is not the same as yours. Do not feed them your energy, because it won't take. It's like a transplant that doesn't take. It won't take. And also you will actually drain yourself. That's not what you're supposed to do with your energy. That's not what it's for. But you can use your energy to help them have whatever experiences they need to have in order for them to reboost their own energy and receive more universal energy that we can all receive, which is more of a catalytic, facilitative role than a feeding role. And I used to have, a lot less now, but I used to have a habit of unconsciously trying to feed people with my energy when I was empathizing with them, and I could intuit that they needed more energy, and so I would do that, and then I wouldn't, I'd be absolutely drained by it, and drained in a way that's very, very difficult to then rebalance, because because that's not what I'm supposed to be doing with my energy. So that was important for me to understand, and I practiced, and I still practice it now, because I still have that programming in me from wherever I got it from. I do have some ideas where it came from in my childhood, of why that pattern is there. So I'm much more aware of that. I've been practicing it, but it's still something that I need to pay attention to. So this still applies when I'm working with clients. I don't have to give them my energy. In fact, I better not give them my energy. And I don't have to solve all their challenges for them or help the people they're trying to help on their behalf, because that's what they're there to do, not me. And what it also means then is I don't have to work with everybody, because if everyone's working with other people, I only have to work with the few people I work with, and that will help them to help the people they're working with, and so on in a ripple effect. So if you're somebody who is a heart-led leader or a soul-led leader or a practitioner or someone who's really deeply following your calling and always looking to grow and always looking to expand and contribute more, just keep in mind this reality, which is all the people you help are also helping other people, maybe one other person, maybe many other people, and that ripple effect. So we can just really relax and just help the people that we're helping, and that is enough. So thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And in the meantime, I'd very much appreciate it if you would spread the word a bit about the show. It's doing very well. In fact, I was thrilled the other day to notice it was ranked number 13 for spirituality podcasts in the US. And there are many, many spirituality podcasts in the US, which is so good. It's so great in and of itself. So, when it goes up the rankings, it means that the algorithms are going to present the show to more people, which means more people can get some value out of them. So please do that. If you'd like to have a chat with me about your calling and you're stepping deeper into your calling, you'd like to explore that with me, do book a clarity call at beingspace.world/clarity. Have a great week. See you next time.